Good morning and welcome, everyone. How are you on this Saturday? It is raining, dreary, and just plain old yuck here today in Edmonton. So it's a great day for us to make a card and chat and drink our coffee. So if you're jumping on, say hello. I'm just getting everything up on the screen so I can see what's going on. See what you can see, all that fun stuff. There we go. I think we've got it. I think. Okay. Get that in place and then I'll be able to see if you're talking to me. All right. So, like I said, good morning. Happy Saturday, wherever you are. I hope you're ready to create with this adorable little set. It's called Joyful Life. And it is out of the mini catalog, the July to December. So it's on page 63. Get my tea out of the way, have a sip. I'm needing Bailey's this morning. I'm feeling a little tired. So that is the set. It's got these cute little images, but I really love this little pig. Most of the cards that I've seen have used that little pig. So I think it's really cute to create with. So, and you'll see here that they've used it with the picture this dies to create sort of like a diorama card. So really, really cute set. If you haven't picked it up, you may want it. It actually is only $27, so it's pretty affordable. And it's a red rubber. And it's got some sayings that says, friends like you make life a joy, a little something for a great person, season's greeting, so it does have a Christmassy one in there, and then for you. And it's just adorable. So the one I did use on the card that we're going to create today is a little something for a great person, because the card can be just a card, or I've turned it into a gift card holder. So for Starbucks, Tim Hortons, whichever is your favorite, and super cute. I've also themed today sort of around masculine cards, because I don't know if you're like me, I struggle to create masculine cards. I want to add the bling and I want to, jazz it up. So I do struggle when I have to make masculine cards, but I think I've made some good examples and pulled some other ones that are from before. So I've got some great choices for you. Another thing I want to point out is when you're thinking about masculine type cards, gravitate towards your papers. So that's sort of what I did with this one. And so our 6x6, oops, I'll get that on screen there for you. Our 6x6 neutrals pack is where that blue came from, the Night of Navy. That's a perfect pack sort of to have sort of your neutrals, manly sort of DSP for that. So that's a good pack to look at. And then also this In Good Taste with all the wood greens and the tiles and all that kind of sort of neutrally type paper as well is definitely something to gravitate towards when you're trying to think of sort of masculine cards. So out of all of our papers right now, I'd say those two are the sort of masculine themed. So if you're looking and have to create some, that's where you would start, I would think. And then I'm also using some new products that will be coming up in the January mini catalog that's going to come out. We got early release as demonstrators, so I've used this fun wood grain patterned paper. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you the whole pack, so I'm not going to because I don't want to get into trouble, but that's sort of like a little sneak peek. It's that pine wood, but it's all in white. It's the back side of the paper. The other side is gorgeous, definitely feminine, but the back side has got all the different wood grains, so that's perfect for doing masculine cards as well. And then I think we had this before because I remember it, and it's probably in a drawer somewhere because I've saved it because I never get rid of anything. It's I'm just trying to find it in English here so I can read it to you. It's the Denim 3/8 inch ribbon. So it has like a denim texture and it's soft. Oh, I can show it and share it. Oh, Glenda, you're the best. I'll have to grab it. I'm showing the ribbon, so one way or another, I'm getting in trouble, right? So this is the denim ribbon, and it's gorgeous. And then we're getting new dots. So let me take these out of the picture or the package so the light doesn't reflect back to you. But classic matte dots. Look at these. Like we of course the matte black that we got last year, which I'm sure will carry over because they're quite popular. These ones come in the white, the vanilla, basic gray probably is what that looks like to me. And then this sort of have a little bit of a shiny texture, but they're smaller, so they come in the sizes, so you can pair those up with your matte ones too. So these are gorgeous. Well, if Glenda says I can share the paper, I'm going to show it to you. So it's called Heart and Home, is what it's called. And oh my goodness, this one. Can you not? Oh, the bees and oh, the brown and oh my gosh. This one, as soon as I saw it, that sold me on it. So cinnamon cider, definitely, and the basic gray is sort of the featured colored here. And then the wood, right? Oh, I love it. And then this one, got pale papaya and oh, what is that color? Garden green, probably, looks like to me. So nice. So like I say, feminine, and then the back side is all of the woods. It's just gorgeous. And then fresh freesia. So I've used a little bit for the strip that I used today. So on that card. So here is that. Can kind of go either way. I guess it goes this way because it's kind of got some dots of where like nails would be. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this one. This one could totally be masculine too. Let me get my finger on it here. With that fun. I've seen men's dress shirts in this color, so definitely an option. And then the wood grain. It's kind of like the wallpaper I have on my wall in here. And then this pretty one. Oh, I just love it. So my take on this paper, definitely, as I said, is like feminine on one side, sort of masculine on the other. Isn't it pretty, Gunda? I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm sure you have this. And the garden green. This kind of could be masculine too. And then the wood grain on the other side. So awesome, awesome pack. You're going to want this when you can get your hands on it. I will be creating lots with it because I love it. So let's get into making our little, what did I call it? Gift card holder. As I told you, I'm a little tired today, so let's see what we've got here in our little package. So I told you to grab a basic gray if you're playing along with me. Basic gray card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 in the middle. We've got that Neutrals DSP pack. Oh yeah, Glenda, I'm exhausted. The neighbor decided to hang out in our garage and have a few adult beverages last night, so we were up pretty late. This one is 2 by 5, so that's just going to layer there. And then we've got, of course, that new paper that I just showed you, 1 by 5.5, and that's just going to layer on there. And then we've got, of course, our denim ribbon. And then we've got a basic white piece for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4. And then I had a piece for stamping the pig and your sentiment that I gave you a dimension of 3.5 by 3/4. Oh, sorry, that's just for the sentiment. Can't even read my own instructions. Sorry, guys. And then you'll need a scrap to stamp your little piggy on. And then I've got just a scrap for the inside to make the sort of pocket for that to hold into and keep it secure. If you want to do that, if you want to make it a regular card, you can. And then I've used the seasonal labels dies and the Oh, I can't remember what folder this is. The Timber, I think. I think it's Timber. I didn't write it down. Sorry. I've embossed that just to give it some texture for the front. I believe it's the Timber though. And then you need some blends, your Petal Pink, both of them, your Old Olive, both of those, and your Bronze Stampin' Blends. You need your chalk marker and your Night of Navy and your basic gray markers because we're going to do some splattering. This is my new thing to splatter everything. And then of course you've got your envelope, and then you'll need your ink pads of basic gray and Night of Navy. All right, so we'll get that out of the way and we'll create and chat. Okay, so first off, we're gonna find my glue and we are going to do our splattering first. So we're gonna get all of our pieces that we don't want to splatter out of our way. Okay, and then we are going to start splattering. So what I did was I used the basic gray and the Night of Navy markers to do the splattering. So to splatter, I'm just going to kind of slide that a little bit out of the way too. To splatter, you're going to take the brush end and the cap bark 3D. Thank you, Glenda. Told ya, tired. And you're just going to flick the end onto the cardstock. And sometimes it'll work the first go, and sometimes you have to get a little bit closer. I usually start a little bit farther away just so I can kind of get the feel of it. And I'm just doing it all over the card front. And I turn my marker as I go so that I'm not always flicking on the one side of the brush tip, because it's obviously going to break down your marker eventually. So every time I'm flicking, I'm turning that pen around in my hand, and that'll just prolong the life of your markers for you. A little tip of the day. And this is just to create a little bit of interest on the background and to break up sort of the monochromatic look that I have going on. Okay, so nice and easy, we've got that done. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. And then I'm going to take my little embossed label and I'm going to use my chalk marker and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now this marker is in sad shape, so don't judge. I specifically mark one as my flicking marker so that, because it really wrecks the tip. So this is pretty much all I use this one for. So just, maybe just a little more. I went a little heavy-handed on my, I think I need a new marker for doing this. I've wrecked the tip. So these are only like $4. So if you get a couple of them, you can use one for flicking and one for not. All right, so we've got those two pieces ready to go. And then we will start to layer our cardstock. As soon as I find it here, I'm looking around for it. So what I did was I layered the denim ribbon on to my little bark, or my bark, oh my goodness, my wood grain piece. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know if you want to be listening to me today. I don't know what I'm talking about, I think. Just a little bit of glue on the back, which will secure my ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap it around the middle of this designer series paper. Okay, and then if it's kind of loose in the middle, you can either apply a glue dot or you can apply some glue. I'm just going to use a glue dot here real quick. You get it? I never bring my take your pick tool over here. I'm always using my scissors. I tell you guys to have a take your pick because they're awesome, and then I don't even use it myself. All right, so then we're going to glue this patterned Night of Navy piece down. So I'm just kind of putting it towards the bottom. So I want more visual space up here than I do on the bottom. Okay, And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I should put my silicone mat there to keep my glue off my paper. You can see our paper is from last week's live, where we stamped the leaves from the squirrels. So if you live locally, I'm having my Gorgeous Leaves class tomorrow. I do have one kit left, so you can do a local pickup. And then we just meet on Zoom and we do the class and we make all the cards together. So if you were interested, I'll show you the cards real quick. That's one of them. So that's the 3 cards that we're going to make on Sunday night. And like I say, if you live locally in Edmonton, I have one extra kit available, and I'm happy to have you join us and make some fun cards. Okay, so let's color our little pig. So we're going to use the petal pink, and I'm going to use the light one first. I'm being entertaining, Glenda? Well, that's a good thing. I don't think I'm making sense to myself, but you know how it goes. So on this rainy day, I am going to spend a large amount of it in my craft room. How about you guys? What are you up to today? I'm also doing this afternoon a team crafting event. So I'm going to meet up with all of the team and have a little craft and chat and connect with each other. So that's going to be fun. And then I'm creating with the Eden's Garden, which I will show you again. I know we touched on it last week. That's going to be next week's feature for Bailey's and Tea. And I think you'll really love. I made some projects with it, but I'm still creating more. So I think you'll be pretty impressed with what I come up with and give you some ideas for that set if you haven't already ordered it. Yes, Glenda, you're like me. You're gonna spend all day here. Get caught up. I'm so behind. It's been a busy week at work again. Like, oh my gosh, people, can I have a holiday already? So daytime job has been keeping me pretty busy. So in the middle of the night, of course, if anyone's online and knows me well, I am up, till 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. It's not my computer just kicking in at that time. It's actually me crafting and just keeping on top of things so I can share with you and run my business. Sometimes it's getting stuff preloaded into my phone so that when I'm on the go during the day, I can post and keep you informed. So I've just done the dark. I'll just hold this up so you can see. And then I'm just going to go back over with the light just to blend it in. So did anyone take part in the sale that Stampin' Up! Had on Wednesday? That 24-hour sale? I guess it started Tuesday night. I know I ordered a few sets. I have a wish list, just like everybody else. And it just so happened that I think all but one stamp set on there was a cling red rubber. So I basically went, hey, I'm going to take part in this sale and I'm going to clear off my wish list and get everything else that I wanted. So that's what I did. So I've got a parcel coming next week with, I don't know, 6 or 7 sets in it. So I hope you got in on that deal too, because Stampin' Up! Doesn't do that very often, usually once a year. They get us, you guys. They get us. The good deals. So I'm just taking the dark and I'm coloring in sort of the larger spots on his scarf. And then I'm going to use the lighter to do the striping. So I'll hold this up so you can see. And then I've also used the bronze just to color that little, what do they call it, cup liner hand protector thing, whatever they're called. I should know. I owned a cafe for 5 years. Sleeve. Coffee sleeve. That's what it is. Words are hard today. Brain power is low. You have it all, Glenda. Oh my goodness. I have a lot too, but you know, I always find something. I'm looking online and find a cool card and I'm like, oh, I need that set. Then I get the set and I don't make the card that I've seen or a rendition of it, and then I'm like, well, why did I buy that set? I have a problem, you guys. I need like intervention or something. A stamp collection problem. Anybody else have that problem? Oh, ones that you wanted. Oh, I kind of got the shakes today, you guys. Sorry. So yeah, so just busy day for me today, getting caught up. So it's good because I have the whole day off today. And then back at it again tomorrow. And then towards the end of the month, then I start to slow down a little bit during the daytime job. So that's a good thing. Because as the weather gets yucky out here, because you know, I just so enjoy Alberta winters. Like anybody else, I'm sure, that lives here. I know you get used to them, they grow on you, but it still doesn't make it any better. Right, Glenda? We need to start a group for Stampaholics and Hoardaholics. Support group. I'm sure it'd be quite popular. Oh my goodness, that's funny. So I'm just going to apply dimensionals to the back. Yeah, first step is admitting it, right? Oh my goodness, we're too funny. And then this is just going to go right over our little designer series paper layers and stick down. So we've just got that. Then I'm going to take my little piggy. Isn't he cute? He's so adorable. Yeah, it'd be a huge group. There's how many Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in Canada? If we just started there, that's like, I don't know, 5,000 people or something. And then I'm just going to put him right about there, and I've just added dimensionals to the back of him. And then, like I said, I've cut this down to 3.5 by 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to cut off the ends. No rhyme or reason to it. I've just flagged the ends to give it something. And I'm just going to actually trim this down a little bit. I think mine's a little bit bigger than what I told you. So I'm just going to slice off a little tiny bit so that, oops, just about hacked off the end, so that the words spacing matches on the top and the bottom. Okay, and then I'm just going to apply some seal to the back of that and stick this on the card front. So pretty easy card. I know with masculine cards, you kind of have to dummy it down. No frills, no nothing. So I think this one suits that purpose. Like I said at the beginning, I have a really hard time creating masculine cards because I want all the bling and to jazz it up, and you just can't do that for masculine cards. So I do have some other ideas to share that will help you in that. So I'm going to apply my Whisper White piece, or Basic White. Holy smokes, we haven't had Whisper White in a long time. I'm telling you guys, don't listen to me today. And then I'm going to apply this so that it's a gift card holder. If I can get my glue to work. My glue is almost out, so it's being temperamental with me. And that's just going to apply right on the edge, and you can leave a border if you want. I might actually do that on this one, to leave a little bit of an edge. You do that too. Every now and again it slips out the whisper white. And then I'm going to grab my ink pads. And out of this stamp set, it has this cute little checks, crosses, whatever you want to call them. And I'm just going to grab that and a block. So I didn't bring a block over here. And I'm just going to use my two different colors here. And I'm just going to stamp up the side these little X's, just to embellish the inside as plainly as I can, obviously, because it is our masculine card. I'm just going to give that a clean before I put it into my Night of Navy. And I'm just stamping the blue sort of in between the basic gray. Nice and cute. And so then I'll just grab the card out of here. So the card will just slip into there just like that. And then we'll do our envelope as well. Make sure your flap, before you start stamping, always make sure that your flap is facing the right way. I don't know how many times I've done an envelope upside down. I don't know about you. It happens. Often I'll just send it anyways. Whatever. Makes it funny when the person you're sending to gets it and they're like, what the heck? Why is this upside down? As long as your card isn't backwards, that's all that matters. So just on the front again, just doing the same sort of design, just to decorate the envelope. We want no naked insides or envelopes. Even though some gentlemen that you give it to won't even appreciate that, but that's okay. You know, it's important to you. All right, so that is our cute little gift card holder. Isn't it adorable? I did do a little more heavier with the chalk on the original than I did on this one, but I think they both look super, super cute. Right? You'll love it. Whoops, I'm a little close, sorry. So super duper cute. So let's show you some other ideas to help you with your masculine card journey. So like I said, the designer series paper packs, the neutrals and the in good taste are good options for that. So here is just a simple card with that in good taste paper, our tailored tags, that Biggest Wish stamp set. I love it. So, and then just an embossed with the brick and mortar embossing folder. Simple, nothing too complicated about it. Nice, simple, masculine. You could add a few little dots, but if you want to keep it simple, and then I've just done some splatter on the inside. So simple card there. This one I've done before, but I dragged it out of the box using the artistically inked, I think it's called. Don't go off my word today. And of course, Biggest Wish again, and then just some blues and yellows and some gray twine. It's kind of flattened. It did have a little sort of bowy thing going on here, but being in the drawer, it's flattened. And then just decorating the inside just simply with that splatter. So simple. Perfect, that's it. And then this one is using the Biggest Wish and the tags, and then textures and frames from the Celebration. I haven't played with it yet. This is the first card that I've made with it. So I just kind of stamped the splatters. I kind of went with Oiler colors because we are in Oiler country, obviously, with hockey team, if no one knows what that is. But I added in the gray because obviously it's white, orange, and blue is their colors, and I can't stamp a circle in white. So I added the sort of the light gray in there, but I think it turned out pretty cute. And then I've used the crinkled white ribbon, and I just used my Stampin' Blends and colored that with the pumpkin pie, I think is the color, the orange that I used. So I think it's pretty cute, simple, you know. I haven't done the inside yet because I just made it, but I think it dummies it down, right? That's what we're doing, dummying down the cards today. And then this one uses the checks embossing folder, and then your scallop circles. My embossing there is not the best. I just created this one this morning. And then the suede ribbon, and then that texture, or the in good taste designer series paper again, in the background just to give it a little bit of dimension. If you wanted to sort of embellish a little bit more, I would maybe take my blender brushes and just do a little bit of blending around the edge to give that checks sort of some dimension. Thanks, Glenda. But they're super, super cute. And then this one I showed you when I went over the Gorgeous Leaves cards, but I used, this paper is retired now, but it's that wood grain paper, and I just colored it with my blends in different colors, and it just gives it sort of that masculine woodsy kind of feature. And oh, hi, Carla. And the Gorgeous Leaves intricate dies, cutouts, and a little bit of cork paper. So I don't know, that speaks manly to me. And then I got last week the set Welcoming Woods. And so I wanted to have a play with that because that one also sort of, you know, wintry, manly trees, you know, outdoors. So I created this one. So what I did was I did the base in, oh, what color was it? Sahara Sand, I believe. I haven't written a recipe yet. And then I took my Evening Evergreen marker and I just kind of touched the back of the stamp to create those green areas and kind of break up the dimension of all the one color. And then these are retired, but I have these and I thought, oh, I can just add a little embellishment leaf there. And then this is the craft 6x6 in behind, just to kind of keep it simple. I struggle with simple. And then this one is using that same Welcoming Woods stamp set, that birch tree, and just simple, I mean, it does sort of have flowers on it, but it's still kind of, I've seen men's dress shirts with sort of this pattern on it. So I just did that. I stamped all of the trees down first, and then I did this border on the basic white and layered that over top. And then I just used some white twine and colored it with my Night of Navy marker or blend, sorry, to give it that Night of Navy color. And then I've used, these are from the same pack as these little embellishments. They're sort of like little crosses. They're retired, but I have a whole schwack of them, so I decided to use those up. And here's another one using Cajun Craze, which I colored the twine again. And this is a little more flowery, but I think it still sort of goes with the leaves that are in that stamp set and keeps it sort of nice and masculine. So could be both, I suppose. And then this one is using, the plaid paper is retired, but you could use any plaid paper that you have or something out of the neutrals pack. So there's 4 different patterns in that neutrals pack that you could use as well. So the craft paper and then just some nice neutral colors to go with the paper that I chose. And then that is the Mountain Air set of dies that I cut the trees out of, and then the little birds are out of there. And then that's using that same out of that pack that's retired, those little wooden dots. I'm trying to use them up. And then I just did some trees on the inside. So those are kind of masculine as well. And then I did drag out, we looked at all of these ones over when I did my catalog launch party, but I dragged these ones out of the boxes to show. So with the goat, so kind of just to show you some ideas of cards that are, and stamp sets that are in our catalog. So this isn't the annual catalog, but still could be masculine, right? This one's cute with the little colors and the little animals. It does have a bow on it, but you know, every now and again a guy could like a bow. These ones you could take the sequins off and the hearts and it could just be the animals, right? Super cute. This one's, I think, an inspiration right out of the catalog. So a catalog case. Here's the goats. You could take the bow off and just sort of have it monochromatic, right? The turtle one I think is pretty cute with the little bow tie. So it could be for a younger man birthday card. Super, super cute. And then you could take that off the inside or you could leave it depending. I'd send that to like my little nephew or something like that. And then this one is super cute with the turtle again. Pretty masculine, I think. This one's a fun one with the sheets. This one was an inspiration out of the Celebration catalog one, but I thought it was pretty cute. And that's just colored in with our watercolor pencils. And then here's another one with the biggest wish and just some fun designer paper out of, I can never remember, it's the Hostess pack of designer series paper that you can get out of the annual catalog. And just stamped it all in different colors. Simple, easy. Thank you, Glenda. So look at all of that. Apparently I do know how to make masculine cards. Who knew? I hope you're inspired. Like I say, if you want to get in on the card class tomorrow and you live locally, you can definitely pick up a kit from me. Just give me a quick message. Check out the blog. I'll put the stuff up here. The blog has all of the Christmas stuff going on it. I've also I don't know if you've noticed on my Facebook page, I've added a email sign up list. I know with the outage last week, it's a great way. Some of you, I don't know how to connect with you outside of Facebook. So I would love to be able to stay in touch and make sure that you get all notifications and everything that you would want from me. So go and click onto that tab. It's right at the top, and I'll be able to stay in touch and add you to my list. I only send out a newsletter once a month, so you're not going to get a bunch of emails from me or anything like that. I just honestly don't have the time. If there's a sale or something, though, you might get an extra one. And that's about it. So, just basic communication with me. So definitely jump on over to the blog, check out the Christmas 12 weeks till Christmas countdown and the retro Christmas, where I'm showing you old stamp sets that you may have in your collection and new ways to use them with some of our new embellishments and bling and paper and all that fun stuff. So it's going right through till Christmas. And then I will feature sort of tags and gifts and packaging and stuff like that. We're sort of transitioning into from cards on that, but it'll be kind of a mixture of everything. So you'll get all kinds of ideas, and I think you'll be pretty impressed with what's over there. So go on over and take a peek. There's also a sign up to get notification when I post something new there as well. So you can sign up for that if you'd like. No pressure. You do not have to do it. And I just would love you to go over there and have a look. So that is all, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed, got some inspiration. You may get working on a card right now. Pop it in the comments of what you create. I'd love to see. And thank you for tuning in. Paper hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.